All right, wonderful. I got a story for you guys this morning. And so this morning, the story, well, before I even tell you guys the story, let's see the hands of those who have friends. Everybody has friends? Wonderful. You don't have any friends? I know. Oh, I know you have friends. I'm your friend. High five. Right? So everybody has friends. But I'm sure everybody likes when their friends are true to them and not fake friends, right? Everybody likes real, true friends, no fake friends, right? No friends that are just pretending, but real friends. And so today I want to tell you a story about two best friends in the Bible. One of them's name was Jonathan, and the other's name was David. David, yeah, the same one that the giant, that's the same one. He had a best friend named Jonathan. Now, they were best friends all the time. David came from just being a shepherd, looking after the sheep. And Jonathan was a prince. His daddy was the king. Yeah, I'd love my best friend to be a king. So they were best friends even though they were coming from different backgrounds. And they continued being friends. But one of the things that caused a problem was this, that Jonathan's father did not like David. Can you imagine that? Your best friend's dad doesn't like your best friend. And so he didn't just more than not like David, he wanted to get rid of David. He did not like David any at all. Oh, better late than never, buddy. No problem. So, all right. So what happened was David decided to find out if Jonathan's dad really did not like him that much. So they had a plan together to find out if, Jonathan's dad really wanted to get rid of David. And they did the plan. And after they did the plan, Jonathan came back and said to David, guess what? I knew it's your fault, Daddy. You know you're supposed to come. And now we continue. So what happened was they did the plan and they found out that Jonathan was right and David was right. His dad did not like him. So what happened, David had to run away from where he was living. But he and Jonathan still remained best friends. Before he left, Jonathan and him made a promise to each other. Anybody ever made a promise to their best friend? Oh, yeah. Well, they did too. They made a promise with each other that if anything happened to the other one, then each of them would look after their own families. So if something happened to Jonathan, David would look after his family. And if something happened to David, Jonathan would look after his family. Well, it so happened that there was a war, and Jonathan never made it back home from the war. And eventually, David now became king. And when David was king, what do you think he did? He took care of his best friend's family. He had a son. Jonathan had a son that had an accident when he was a little boy and fell out of someone's arms. And he now was crippled when he hit the ground. He couldn't walk anymore. And the name of Jonathan's son was, listen to this weird name, Mephibosheth. No, it's hard. Let's go. Mephibosheth. And so David found out where Jonathan's son was staying. And when he found out where he was staying, he asked the guards to bring all of his family, and he kept a big banquet for them. And while they were at the table, David made sure they had land. He said, this is your land as of now on, and you can live there, and no taxes and all of that. And David made sure he kept his promise to his best friend and took care of his family. Now, what I want you to know is that having friends is good. Having best friends is great. But being a true friend is better. That's the greatest of all. You need to be a true friend to somebody. Does anybody know someone who is our true friend? Name starts with J. Jesus! High five. Jesus is our true friend. Listen, I'm a little bit older than you, not by much. But I've never heard any of the secrets that I told Jesus, him telling anybody back. Everything I talk with him and ask for his opinion, he gives me the answers, and he never told anybody about what I said. Jesus can be your best friend. All you need to do, spend time and talk with him. Pray and talk with Jesus. Ask him to help you. That's right, buddy. You come around because I didn't want to let you go right there. All you need to do is give Jesus some time in your life. Spend some time. Talk with him. And he will be your best friend forever. And that's children's time for today. Boy,